welcome back to another stream. Hi, Raiders! Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a fun time. Muted? No, I just opened my mouth and nothing came out. I tried to eat my breakfast, but... Chat! My cereal was frozen! I had to wait for it to defrost. Let me show you what it looks like. Hold on. Well, in this picture, it looks kind of gross. You got scammed. It's not as gross as you think it is. Thank you for the bits and thank you for the 20 gifted before, by the way. I like during
Big
the
Mac
intro.
07 cheered X300. Would you be
you.
willing to stream with Crazy Ollie in the future?
Why, of course. I love Crazy Ollie. Some may even say I'm her #1 crazy fan. Oh. I have talked about it, but yeah, I'm always very down. We might do more collabs in the future, but obviously, guys, you know, since I'm a new streamer, you see, I gotta stream on my lonesome first. I can't just do random collabs out of nowhere, especially with big profiled streamers. That's a little weird, right? That's a little weird. Thank you for the bits and welcome for those of you that subbed. Welcome to the scammership. Welcome. Thank you for subbing. You guys can join Discord if you'd like. New streamer, yeah. That's actually something. Here, let me show you my amazing breakfast. This is what I had this morning. Okay, I don't know if you can tell from the fact that it has frost, but when I say frozen, I meant frozen. Cocoa Crunch, yeah, Cocoa Crunch is my favorite cereal. Ew, it's just normal cereal that's frozen. Welcome to the sub! Scammership, thank you for the sub! Thank you! Yay! That doesn't even look like cereal. So basically, chat, yesterday morning, okay? In the morning, I wanted to eat something because we were gonna play Outlast yesterday, and we did, but I got so scared. Oh, you got scammed. Okay. I got so scared, so I thought, like, I should eat before I stream in case, like, I shit myself, you know? So I got cereal, but I couldn't finish it. I'm not used to eating in the morning. I usually eat like after stream, but I was like, oh man, I'm gonna be so scared. I should have like something in my body so I don't get too scared.
Oh. Man, I miss VOD Michi more than you. Also get this, I'm never going to be able to attend your birthday stream. It's literally on my girlfriend and I's anniversary. So
What?
Sash, but it's your fault. Anyways, how are you?
Okay, copium and hopium fries. Fries has a girlfriend. Okay, bud.
300. Don't want to poop yourself on an empty stomach, right?
Exactly. I need to have something to poop out. So I got this cereal over here. And then I couldn't finish it, so I left it in the fridge. And I thought I'll eat it this morning. You got scammed. Yeah, and it froze. I guess I put it in the freezer? I don't know. Or maybe my fridge is just like cold because there's nothing in it. Welcome to the scammership. Thank you for the sub. Yippee! Yeah, I have nothing in my fridge, okay? I have not had the time to like go outside and like restock on food. So I had nothing but a bowl of cereal in my fridge and it froze because of how cold and empty it was. Look at that. So I waited until... Did you cover it up? No. But I don't have a lid. So I waited this morning until it kind of defrosted a little and I ate it. It still tasted pretty fine. It tasted like ice cream, if anything. So it's like I had ice cream in the morning. That's why I have a nasally sound right now. I sound a little nasally. Michi, you need food? I know, crazy. Girl, you live like this. It's not bad. It's just ice cream. Ice cream is just frozen milk, chat. Okay, just ice cream with toppings if you think about it. You know? I'm an adult. I can eat ice cream the moment I wake up whenever I want to. Yeah. The cereal pic needs a mosaic censorship. Chat, I can do whatever I want, okay? Smiley, I'm a full-grown adult. Cheese is just expired milk. Exactly. I can eat ice cream in the morning, more ice cream, and more ice cream for dinner. I can do whatever I want. Yeah, bad, Michi. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the scambership. Yippee! I'm just slowly starting to wake up. I woke up 30 minutes ago, and then I stared at my frozen cereal for like 30 minutes. I went like yum yum, and then I went live. Yeah! Today, we're gonna play Supermarket Simulator. And I'm so fucking excited because I love simulator games. I know people are like, ew, simulator games. I love simulator games. Welcome to the scambership. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Yippee! We have subs. So, in about 2 hours, you're going to be running to the toilet. Actually, guys, I only drink lactose-free milk. Yeah. I know. I'm a genius. I'm actually pretty smart. So, I will not have any stomach problems as this is lactose-free. Nerd. I only eat ice-free cereal. Actually, guys, having frozen cereal is pretty game-changing. If you never tried it yourself, you really should.
Anonymous got
it's like
scammed
ice cream,
for $50.
but better.
You should probably scout out another supermarket. Maybe buy a few more things to put in the fridge.
I haven't went grocery shopping recently, okay? My schedule's been insanely busy. Thank you, Anonymous, for the $50. Holy! How about no? Fuck you. I will never use this toggle. Chat, like, the thing is, again, this is what my schedule be looking right? So, I wake up at 10:30 or 10. I wake up at 10 or 10:30. And then, I prep for stream, I shower, and then I stream. And then I stream until around, like, 4? Let's say, 4 p.m. And then I go gym. And then after gym, I'm tired, and then I get food. After food, I go back, I set up all my stuff. And then after all the stuff is set, I clean, I shower, I eat. That's a lot of stuff. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Holy! Welcome to the scambership. Welcome. 5 whole shops. Craziness.
300. Take these bits and get some Indomie girly.
Indomie for breakfast? Do you want me to shit myself? Dude, I don't know why, but Indomie in the morning gives me stomach pains. I would literally shit myself, dude. Did it at least taste good? I'm gonna be honest, the frozen cereal had no flavor. Maybe it's because it's so cold. Like, I couldn't taste anything. So, because of that, I'm assuming it's not broken. Like, it hasn't gone bad yet, so that's good. But I didn't really taste anything. Don't tell me you used the chili. The chili? For what? Cereal or Indomie? Indomie has to have chili. Are you crazy? Indomie without chili is like eating bland, unsalted water pasta. That's just weird. You ever just eat ice? Chat, you want to know something? Well, my doctor told me this. If you have a habit of eating ice, like just as is, like sometimes you just like nomming on ice, that means you're under a lot of stress. I think that's what my psychiatrist told me. Yes, I go to a psychiatrist, okay? I'm crazy. Oh my god, don't mess with me. I go there for my sleep meds. I see. Yeah, they said, do you have a habit of eating ice? And I'm like, I used to, but not anymore recently. And they're like, yeah, if you have a habit of just liking to bite ice, that means that you have like, you're under a lot of stress. Crazy? I was crazy once. OMG, can we get group therapy discount? You know what's crazy? Actually, yesterday, one of my friends have been trying to convince me to go to therapy.
Kun-chan got scammed for $3.33.
Thank you, Anons
Good
Kun-chan.
to hear that you're keeping up with exercise.
Yeah!
It gives me motivation to keep up with mine. Also, I got Brian to say my name properly. I hope.
Yeah, Anons Kuntran. Thank you. I'm trying to be like regular exercise. Good, do it. So my friend wanted me to go to therapy because they know, right? Like, I'm a streamer, and according to them, if you're a streamer, you need to go to therapy. Like, not in a bad way. Like, they said that like it comes with the job, you know, like it's stressful. Oh, I have something to tell you. So the thing is, my friend's like, yeah, you know, streamers are under a lot of pressure, and you need to like go to therapy before it gets bad. And the thing is, chat, right? I already do have a good amount of like stuff, not bad, but like I do have anxiety off the bat. Without having to stream, I already do have anxiety.
Hey Michi, I couldn't help but notice that big nail you had last time I visited your shop.
Oh yeah, yeah.
How much for that? Or has it been sold since then?
Well, I'm currently keeping it as a trophy, but I might open it for bids in the future. You know, it was really hard trying to get that, but yeah, it seems that item in our store has a lot of memories to it, so I'm holding on to it for just a little longer. We'll be informing everyone if we open a bid for it in the near future. Thank you for your interest. Auction time! Why would anyone want to get that? You crazy, chat. You crazy. Selling it at a charity auction? That'd be huge. That'd be so cool. That'd be so funny. Actually, what if I have like a plushie made of it and I could sell it as like a charity auction? That'd be kind of fucking cool. I want to do a charity auction one day. I love auctioning things and I love charity, so charity auction sounds like a steal for me. Do it. I might just. But yeah, so my friend basically said like, you know, before you get like overwhelmed or anything, it's better to go to a therapist now, so you have like things prepared and you're not like going to a therapist when you're losing your mind. And then the thing is, there is a therapist that specializes in streamers. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Like, one of the reasons I don't go to like therapy is because how the fuck do I explain my job, dude? Like, it's so awkward. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the scambership, you two. Welcome, yippee. Sounds like a steal, like a giant steel dale. Streamer therapy? Really? I didn't know that. Yeah, apparently there is like a therapist. Like, you can get it online. Like, it's an online service, I think. And they specialize in dealing with like all the mental struggles that content creators have to face. The thing is, when I go to their website, it's like, these are the issues that a lot of people talk about. I read it and I'm like, I don't think I have any of them. Like, the usual, like, oh, anxiety, right? But like, I already have anxiety. I already know that. So I don't think it's anxiety from streams. I do think maybe therapy would be good, but I don't know if it's right now because I'm pretty busy. Like, I don't have time for therapy. So I was looking through it and okay, the price is pretty up there. You know, like, I don't think it's a bad price, you know? Like, good, this is a service you're selling and this is your value. But I was like, shit, bitch, you're gonna make me need another form of therapy. Like, my therapy would be like, girl, the price. The price is causing anxiety unironically. Yeah, it would show like...
Fries got
well,
scammed
it's not
for
expensive, but expensive for
Resident
me.
Evil 1 Remastered is 90% puzzles, except there's no hints, you don't know what's selectable, and certain pieces probably go to somewhere you wouldn't expect. It's annoying when you are on a roll and then you literally have no idea what next.
I'm playing Resident Evil 2 this week. I'm so excited. Therapy prices are horrid. The thing is, chat, right? Let me tell you, in my country, our therapy prices for us is considered high, but not this high. So the therapy that I saw online was like $120 per session. And you have to get like 4, because you have to do it like once a week. So like What is 120 times 4? 0, 8, 400, 480 bucks a month. Right? So that's like basically 500 bucks a month. And the recommended is 20 sessions. What is 120 times 20? 0, 0, 4, 2,400. $2,400. Which I get, you know, like it's a niche thing. You're working with licensed professionals that know specifically how to deal with issues that like streamers have to face and stuff like that. But 2,400 buckaroonies. I don't know, man. So I was like, I mean, I don't think I am like in dire need for therapy. It's not like I'm like, chat, I'm losing it, I'm going through it, I need therapy. Like, but I did think like maybe it would be nice just to maybe go talk about it, right? You see, I've never been a streamer before. I've only ever been a streamer for 8 days. So surely it's not like I have unresolved issues for like 2 years worth of experience or anything. So like surely. Sure. Yeah, chat. It's like, you know, I'm a newbie. I'm facing the newbie issues. It's not like it's not like it's serious or anything like that. It's just 8 days, yeah. Yeah. So I did consider it a little bit, cause you know, I thought like in a new place, you know, I shouldn't have old, like maybe you still have like old mentalities that are weighing you down, right? Like it's like when you're starting a new journey, you don't want your old stuff weighing you down in a way, you know? Listen, okay? I have never been... I'm not here to be like, oh, I'm never gonna talk about this. I'm gonna try to be like subtle about it, but I don't really care about referencing other things. I'm just gonna be like subtle and funny about it. Or I'll try to be. Old habits die hard? Yeah, like old mindsets die hard. So I do realize I do have some like subconscious things that goes on in my head that I'm like, you know, I don't need to stress about that anymore. Like, I don't have to feel so shit about certain things anymore. But it's like, this is one thing I'll admit. There are sometimes moments where I'm doing something and then I just have like a really bad panic attack because I'm like, oh my god, wait, I shouldn't do it. Like, I can't do it. I shouldn't do it. But then in my head, I'm like, wait, no one cares. Like, literally no one cares. Yeah, like, I don't know. It's a weird thing. But there are random situations where I know it's not a biggie wiggy. But I guess I haven't let go of the mentality that it was a biggie wiggy, you know? So I thought like maybe that's where I need therapy. And then I saw the prices. And I was like, girl, here in my country, 2,400 bucks is like... my goodness, I have never seen prices this high before. Okay? Like, damn. Damn. And then, guess what happened, chat? Guess something absolutely insane. Apparently, right? Does your PayPal work? It does, it does. Please don't give me any therapy money, chat, because I'll say this. It's insane, but VShojo offers to pay for your therapy. I don't know if you guys know this. I think maybe other like talents have talked about this before, but VShojo offers to pay for your therapy. So like they will reimburse you for therapy funds. Kura talked about it. Chat! It's insane! And the thing is, here's one thing, right? Here's one thing that I don't know if maybe this is a me problem or like maybe this is why I should go to therapy or something. I feel bad accepting the offer. Dude, you don't know how crazy it is. Because I remembered this. My managers told me, right? It's like, listen, we get it. Like, because before I joined VShojo, I told them everything. Because I'm the type of person that's like, if you're gonna have me on your team, I want you to know exactly what you're going to have, like the good and the bad. Like, I'm not going to be like, I am the perfect person, I am the perfect fit. If you have me on your team will succeed, period. I'm not gonna fucking lie. So I told them everything. I was like, listen, I'll do my best. I would consider myself like, I do work hard, but I know I have a lot of issues. Like, so it will take time to kind of like unravel it, you know, like untangle all the issues I got, right? Because when you're told, and this is not just from like, I don't want this to be misconstrued. This is not from like, oh, from the past couple of years. No, like ever since I was born, we were told to fit in a mold.
So true. My
so
old
true.
colonoscopal once told me she could never handle lemonade anymore. I thought she was weak. I was wrong. I still can't handle Gatorade. Even the smallest trauma sticks around for so long.
Oh my god, I could be your new colonoscopal because I am a fellow colonoscop buddy. I too have had a camera shoved up my ass. I get it. I hate lemon. Oh my god. No way, I can be your new colonoscopal. I'll tell you that story after, but yeah, I basically told my managers, I was like, I got a lot of shit, right? Ever since I was a kid, I was told to fit into like specific molds, you know? Like, oh, as a daughter, you have to be a certain way. As a woman, you have to be a certain way. And in order to be a good functioning adult of society, you have to be a certain way. So now that my job is technically to be creative and do whatever the fuck I want to do, that is a very hard thing to break out of. Like, I'm not saying I have an issue being creative. It's just like, it's so hard to break out of a mold that like you have to be different. But it's so hard to be different. You know what I mean? Like, when you're told all your life that you are not allowed to stand out in any shape or form, having to be a streamer where your whole point is to like be different or be creative or stand out in your own way, it's so difficult. That's why I'm kind of happy. Sometimes I read comments where it's like, oh, I like this one, like she's unique. I like it because it's like, I'm not trying. I'm not trying to be something. I'm having a hard time actually trying to be different. You know? And I guess like all of my experience have always just enforced the fact that like you can't
got scammed for
break out of the mold.
33 cents. Dear Michi, I highly recommend therapy. No one is perfect, and it's a great way to learn to introspect and figure out how you can improve for anyone. Be aware that finding the right therapist is a process in itself.
That's the thing, like, I have always promoted therapy and all. It's always just been about the cash, okay? Because here's the thing, like, I have a psychiatrist already that I will need to, like, go to because I rely on meds. And that's already, like, costly enough. Excluding all my health bills, because my health is not the most stonkiest. So I get, like, monthly checkups to make sure nothing super uber bad happens. So here's my bills. Like, I'll be so transparent with my bills, okay? I have medical bills every month. I have a psychiatrist bill every 2 months. Because the meds I take can be, like, bad. So I do need to check up to make sure, like, oh, you're not going insane. Thank you for the subs! Welcome to the scambership! Welcome! And, like, on top of that, like, my health is in a position where I don't get it. Like, I'm not saying I have, like, a certain type of thing, but basically my immune system's not the best. So sometimes it's like, we're trying to still figure it out because sometimes it attacks different things, right? And I still don't know where because it's still in the early stages. So my mother and a lot of my family members, we have autoimmune. So my mom has autoimmune, my aunt has autoimmune, my uncle has autoimmune, my grandpa. So it's like a family genetic thing. So right now, I've never been, like, shocked about it. It's not something that made me go like, oh man, sad, you know, like, how did this come to be? I kind of already had a feeling. We all had a feeling that we're gonna get some shitty genetics anyway. So I'm still in the early stage where it's like, oh, a lot of your shit is weird, but we don't know where it's going to go or what's causing it yet. So I do need to do like monthly checkups to make sure it's not like bad. And it's like, okay, you can just go home and just like, I don't know, take vitamins or some shit, right? But there is that. So that's already a good ton. And adding a therapist on top of it, I would say I can afford it, but it's not like it's something that I could afford just willy-nilly. You know what I mean? Like, I can't just spend that money and be unaffected. Like, I would probably have to like cut off some corners for everything else. You know, like, oh, spend a little less on this, spend a little less on that. And yeah, it's like not something that, do I want to? Like, do I really want to like do that? Like cut costs on food and cut costs on like water bills for therapy. So it's something like that. It's like, I'm not saying I can't afford it. I can, for sure. Don't take this
the wrong way, but you remind me of a lot of streamers. You have this ability to enchant others with your words, have a contagious laugh, and you always try to be straightforward and kind.
Aww.
If that's wrong, then I like the you that's like others. Heart.
I'm just like other girls.
Alterginardi cheered X300. You don't have to be different or be unique or special from other people. We like to watch you because not only you are funny to watch and cause to relax, we could also feel relatable with you. You could sympathy with us and we could sympathy with you.
Aww.
That is why we love watching you.
You got wow. I appreciate it. The thing is, like, I do have moments where I want to be creative. I want to do stuff. I want to host events. And it's just scary. Like, the best way I can explain it, chat, sometimes you're just so scared of saying the wrong things. And when you make an event, the pressure gets amped, right? So that's like what I want to tackle. Thank you for the sub, by the way. Welcome to the scambership. Yippee! But yeah, that's why it's like I can definitely afford therapy. It's just like I have to cut costs on other aspects of my life. And I'm like, oh, do I want to do that? I don't know yet. And that's where VShojo came in like fucking insanely clutch. Okay, VShojo was literally, they were like, listen, I told them everything. Like, I told them more than... Obviously, I'm not gonna talk about on stream, right? I'm not gonna fucking trauma dump on you guys. But I told VShojo, like, my managers, everything I can kind of, like, think of. Like, oh, I'm gonna be real. I am very aware that these are some things I do. And when this happens, and it's because of this. Like, I know that. So, there's all of that. Like, I have some baggage with me. And I thought at that time, I was like, shit, I'm not gonna join VShojo. Because I gave them so much. Like, I know a lot of people come with their own baggage and stuff.
19 VR cheered.
But I feel like I came in with a lot.
If it means anything, Michi, you'll never have to act and be something for us. We love you for who you are for real. You can always be yourself here and we'll always accept you. You're in a safe place here.
Dude, that's one thing, like... I insanely appreciate you guys for this, okay? Because the amount of shit I have accidentally done... I was so scared. But like, you guys are so nice. I'll talk about that also in a bit, but I really appreciate it. I'm not playing up a character, by the way. I wish I was. So that way I could like play into a lore and be all cool and shit. I can't. So yeah, sadly, what you get is just me. Sad face, sad emoji. But yeah, I told the staff and they were so accepting. It's nuts.
You are one of a kind.
We
like you for who you are and you're willing to try different things.
Oh.
You are unique and don't ever let anyone tell you otherwise. Hacker Banzoin.
Fuck you, Customer Johnson! Okay, I'm done. Thanks. Thank you, Mas Bro, or whatever the fuck he says. Hakitos! Get out of my chat! In this community, we hate Haka Benzoin. True! We're a Haka Benzoin anti! Welcome to the scambership! Thank you for the sub! Yippee! Chat always ruining it! Yeah, you always ruining it! God damn it, guys! Lovers Haka by Oshi. We hate Haka. One of these days, I'm gonna drag him here just to shit on him. True. Mwah. VIP him. Does he even have Twitch? I don't even know. I know he's a YouTube. He's on YouTube. I don't know if he has Twitch though. But yeah, no, Haka is very sweet. I love him. In a way. To a degree, I love Haka. To an extent. The girls always talk about VShojo offering free therapy for its talents. Okay, so I can't talk about it. So basically, I told my managers a lot of shit, right? And I was like, yeah, listen, I have... Like, I wouldn't call it PTSD or anything. But definitely a lot of things freak me out. And it's not even freak me out like, oh my god, like... It freaks me out to the point that I can't do anything. Like, I'll just lay down and I'm just like so freaked out and I can't do anything. So I'm like, yeah, I do have some shit. And I thought for sure that I was not gonna join VShojo because I was like, you know, who in their right mind would hire someone that's like willingly admitted the fact that they can be dysfunctional, right? So I was like, it's okay. Like, I would rather them not hire me than hire me and like get something that they didn't know, right? Like, for the least, like, they're really nice people and I don't want to scam them. Wow, thank you for gifting Haka a sub. So he does have... Okay, how do I... /ban.
John 2 cheered X300. You are my favorite horror game pause menu streamer. Stay weird, you funny creature.
Okay, I can't even defend myself with that. This guy would... That's the thing, I was like... Mel talked about how they got hurt. Oh, a specialist. Dude, that's a crazy thing. Like, I even told them, I was like, yeah, I got some
Hatch
stuff. And they just like, oh, we can help you with that. That's like all they ever say.
Jack.
Michi reminds me of Nickelodeon Jack. Thanks. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's like, instead of being like, oh, yeah, maybe we won't take that. All VShojo ever has told me is like, we have someone to help. Like, that's always their response. It's insane.
Service, so, I want to truly tell you something I like about you most.
Oh,
and it's
really?
the fact that you can both be open and honest and lie to our faces without batting an eye. You can be both selfless and selfish, which feels humane.
That's true. I can lie to your face right... I love chat. That's the truth. Oh my god, my stomach is grumbling. No! My frozen milk! I love chat. Yup. See, it was so believable.
Tom All Thumbs got scammed for $3.33. Think of it like this: VShojo paying for your therapy is them investing in your long-term health so that you can perform at your best for them, so don't feel bad about taking their offer. Also, you're uniquely entertaining, in the not throwing shade way.
Thank you, Tom All Thumbs and Fries. Fries being nice, question mark, sausage. But yeah, that's the thing, right? I just feel like VShojo has paid for so many things. Like, behind the scenes chat, for me, I feel like they've done so much and I haven't even returned the favor yet. And because of that, like, I can't just like... You got scammed. I feel bad taking, because... Here's the thing, like, people would hear this and they're like, oh my god, you know, free therapy. They give out... Because I told VShojo, like, I do have some problems talking. Like, it's not the language, it's more of like I have a stutter sometimes. And when I, like, during some moments, the stutter can't go away, right? And they're like, oh, we can provide a, like, speech coach or, like, language teacher. And I was like, oh, cool. And they're like, yeah, no, we'll pay for it. Yeah, they're like, we can pay for someone to, like, help you with, like, your speech problem. If you want, like, if it's something you're that insecure about, or like you just want it gone, we'll pay for it. You want to learn another language? We'll pay for it. You want to go to therapy? We'll pay for it. Like, I don't think I've literally, at this point, I don't think I've spent a dime on, like, I mean, I've spent money on my own, like, setup, but, like, if I were not to be in VShojo, I've spent just whatever I need to spend to stream, right? But everything else, they spent on it. Like, those teasers, they spent on that.
Work is always of more value to the recipient and the giver than feeling sorry for yourself. Zane Koji got
I do have to
scammed
get
for
that through my head, but
$3.33.
you know,
Wait,
like,
are we being nice? Am I like funny anime girl? Fries got scammed for $3.
thanks, Zane
Now
Koji.
to say something I dislike, you're too kind.
Okay, Fries.
And to be honest, a bit of a pushover, but that isn't inherently bad.
I'm not.
Confrontation is scary to most people, so learn to be a girl boss gatekeep cunt.
I am a girl
something,
boss gatekeep.
Something, I hate you something.
I am a girl boss gatekeep serve cunt. Yes, that's me. No, like, I'm not here to like talk big about VShojo. I'm not the type to praise things very easily, but this was so insane to me. Okay, like, I told them, like, this literally happened in a course of a month. I told them, I was like, hey, I want more accessibility for Southeast Asian people because I'm Southeast Asian, right? Like, your merch doesn't ship to my country. So I think we should work on that because, you know, it'd be weird if I'm like, hi, I'm from Indonesia, and then I don't ship to Indonesia. Like, that's just weird. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Scambership. Yippee! But yeah, I was like, I want it to be more accessible, not just to Indonesia. I mean, like, Malaysia, Singapore, a lot of places, like, if, like, Southeast Asia, East Asia, Asia in general, right? Like, I want to be more friendly towards this area of the world. Instantly, they were like the next day, they were like, okay, let's discuss it. Like 24 hours later, they're like, are you okay with pushing your debut back by like a week? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine with that. Like, we can debut a week after if you're fine with that. And they're like, yeah, okay, then. They sent someone to Asia. Like, they flew one of the representatives to like Asia to sort everything out. I was like, are you fucking insane? I mean, if it's like, oh, we had meetings. Like, no, they had to ship someone. They had to fly someone over to like go into IRL meetings, shake hands, you know? Because I did tell them that's what Asians do. Like, the thing is that there's a difference, right? With like how Asians do their business and how Westerns do their business. A lot of Asians really like doing business if it's IRL. Like, we need to see each other, physically shake hands, agree. Because that's like how you show respect, right? So we're open to like doing online stuff, but most of the time we'll see you highly. Like, we see you better if we met you, you know? Because it's like you trust this person more because you've seen them, you've met them, stuff like that. That's just kind of like polite. It's just like a respectful thing. It's not necessary, but it's like a extra step to be respectful. So they shipped someone, like they just flew someone in, had meetings, sort shit out. I was like, excuse me? They never charged me for anything. Like, I'm pretty sure have cost, and they never like billed it to me, you know? And then I was like, oh yeah, I have this project, I have that project. They're like, okay, we'll get someone to do it, easy peasy. Never billed me. Like, those teasers, I was like, oh yeah, I want to have more like people in it and have like I didn't say production team. I just want like more so people will know that there's people working behind the scene for VShojo. They did it. They're just like, oh yeah, don't worry, it's in our budget. Don't worry about it. And apparently now it's like, oh yeah, therapy, it's in our budget. Don't worry about it. Don't stress. The mentality is very like, if you want it, we'll get it for you. Free of charge. And the thing is, chat, I've just only been here for like not even a month. I haven't paid them back and I feel really bad.
Yo, VShojo is wild for that. So much love for VShojo for being amazing. So much respect for them now.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I respect them so much to the point that like I don't want to spend any more unless I really, really, really need it. You know, like, unless I really, really, like, without it, shit will fall apart. I don't want to do that because I haven't paid them back. Like, I haven't done anything, like, to them, you know? Your job is just to stream. That's such an odd thing. I'm so used to, like, anything will be billed to you. It's like, oh yeah, the most we'll do is hook you up with someone. And then, like, you have to tank everything else. Or, like, at least in my case, chat, my experience have been, like, I don't even get hooked up with anything. So, just just having them like hook me up with people is already insane to me. And then they're like, oh yeah, no, we'll cover it for you. Oh, what? I'm so used to being like, hey, I need help with this. And they're like, good luck. Have you tried Googling it? So, like, that's the thing. I talked to my manager, right? I told them a couple of days ago, I was like, hey, I really appreciate you a lot. Like, I just want you to know I really appreciate you and everything you've done for me. Like, you know, I'm really, really happy. Stuff like that. And they're just like, yeah, you know, like, we're very happy working with you too. Like, I hope you're having fun. Blah, blah, blah. Sorry that, like, there are some delays and there are some problems. And, like, thank you for being so patient and understanding with us with, like, all the issues we had to go through, etc. And I was like, girl, shut your mouth. What do you mean patient? Okay, their version of, like, thank you for being patient is me waiting, like, 10 minutes. That's them. Like, don't worry about it. I'm a very patient person. Trust. I'm wired to wait 3 months. Don't worry about it. They're like, oh, thank you for waiting 24 hours. We will do our best to not have this happen ever again. How dare we make you wait 24 hours? I was like, bro, I could sleep for 24 hours. Like, don't even stress. Yeah, they're so insane. I'm gonna be real. Like, I don't mean this as a diss, but like, I don't even know where they begin the cash. Like, if they're so willing to spend so much, not only money, but time and effort. Okay, they spent so much manpower, time, effort, and money on someone like me. Like, I haven't even debuted. This is my first week, okay? And they just, like, did all of this for me. I was like, I am for sure not profiting you at all right now. Like, at this current moment in time, I have not given back. So, why? Why do you do this? Yeah, unironically, I've told them, I was like, hey, you know, I think we should be a bit more mindful with how much, like, you're spending on me, because I haven't really made anything back yet. So, you know, like, what if, right? Like, this is something this was a genuine concern that I have voiced to them. I was like, I'm not saying I will. I'll try my best not to, but what if I fail? Like, what if I'm a big flop, right? You've spent so much money on me, so much time, effort, and manpower on me. What if I fail, queen? Like, what if I'm not, you know, what if I'll never make the profit back? And they're like, oh, it's not about that. You know, we just do it because we think you deserve this. I was like, yes, because you assume? You think I deserve it? Bitch, what the fuck? I don't know. That got me a little. I was like,
You got scammed.
but the numbers don't lie. I was like, at that time, I didn't even have a Twitch account yet, bro. I haven't set up any of my socials, and I'm like, what are the basis of why you are spending so much? Because here's the thing, right, chat? When you invest on something, you will always look at statistics. That's like how businesses usually work. So I was like, what are the statistics of you basing off of all the support from? What's stating this? Like, what makes you think that this is going to be a good investment? That I am a good investment? And they're like, we don't. Lol, we know. We know you're a good investment. You're worth it. And I was like, damn, shut your mouth. Don't hit me with that shit. Get out of here. My ancestors looking down at me like, what is this business practice? The statistics is others' appreciation of you. Dude, I got so flustered. Like, I don't even know how to respond at that time. I was like, what the hell, dude? I have never, in my life, unironically, not even like, oh, in my adult life, like, no, ever since I was a kid, I have never been treated this way ever before. So I was like, even when I was younger, it's always been like, oh, if you have good grades, you get good things. Or like, oh, if you win a certain amount, like if you're a certain position in a competition, you get good things. So like, numbers always mean something. You know, like if you get a 60 out of 100 in a test, starve, loser. Not starve, but like you don't get good things. But if you get like 90, you get good things. So it's always like based off of numbers for me.
Scammed for $3.
So this
It's
is
a
so
gift
odd.
like any other. Just say thank you and smile. Smiley face.
Say thank you. I can't. I feel so like it's not even like I feel in debt in a bad way. Like I have never been this motivated to like pay someone back before. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you're like, oh, like for example, like with my parents, let's say, right? Like with my parents, a little bit, I'm like, oh, in the future, my goal is like I want to be able to kind of like fund them. Like once they're really, really old, they can't work anymore. Like I don't want them to work. I want them to retire and just relax. And I want to be able to support them.
VShojo knew they needed an expert scammer to make those big bucks.
Yeah, gotta scam people, chat. It's incoming. Like with my parents, like my goal is I want to be able to support their retirement. Partially, like 80% I love them and I care for them, but I know there's like 20% that I'm like, huh? Thank you for the $100 one in the world.
Place behind. You're among the light now. This is how normal companies operate.
No, it's not.
This is normal. Good company behavior.
No, I will
You're
say
worth
this
it.
actually. Thank you for the $100, but this is not normal. I have worked for so many offices, companies, corporations, a lot in my life. Like it's not like I have one job experience. I have multiple. I will say this with full confidence, right, chat? At least in Asia. I don't know about the West, but in Asia, VShojo is not a norm. VShojo is definitely an like it's different. Oh my god, we got the Nyan Cat song playing. But yeah, VShojo is not normal. Like if you consider this normal, you will like high key. Yeah, it's a what is it? Out here exception. Yeah, VShojo is definitely an exception. Like this is not normal at all. I'm listening to happy music. Thank you for the bits and the sub. Welcome to the scamberships. Yippee! Like it's those things where VShojo should be normal, but it's not really.
Being someone that likes to buy and give things for people and saying they don't need to pay me back. I genuinely mean that they don't have to pay me back. I'm giving because I want to give, not because I'm expecting something in return.
That's the thing. Like, oh man, I'm not used to that. I'm so not used to it because I know that at least I was raised with like, I'm not saying this in a bad way, okay? Everyone has their good and minuses, all right? But one of the minuses of one of my parents is they do have a mental problem. When I say they are narcissistic, I don't mean it in a bad way. I'm not saying like, oh my god, they love themselves. They just, all they do is think about... No, it's like, I genuinely mean they have like NPD. Like they do have narcissistic personality disorder. So growing up, I always know like, oh, if they do something nice from me, it's because I need to return the favor. That's just how it goes. If I don't, I'm in deep shit, right? So it's always like, oh, if you're nice to me, I will return it tenfold because that's what I'm supposed to do. So I've genuinely never ever, this is my first time being treated like, oh yeah, no, we're doing this because you deserve it or because we care and that's it. Like even you guys, like chat just chilling here and supporting me just because you guys like me is such an odd thing in my brain. Because like sometimes there are days where I'm like, oh my god. Also, welcome, thank you for the raid. I hope you had a fun time. Like sometimes there are days where I'm like, oh my god, I need to do something for chat. There's no way, like this sucks.
It's the unnatural nature of the talents that what keeps me around. I love all the variety that VShojo is willing to take in. And, guess what? You are the newest member to that weird and freaky collection. And we love it. Shaman63 heart.
Dude, like, I'm gonna be real. Last week, I did a stream playing Valorant. I felt so guilty afterwards. Like, I felt so guilty just streaming Valorant because I was like, that's not content. Like, no one wants to sit here, watch me with like a Fugi avatar playing Valorant and sucking at it for like 4 hours. Like, I felt bad because I'm like, that's not content, you know? Like, me yapping is not content. Like, I need to be something. But you guys are just like, no pressure. We just vibe. Smiley face. It's such an odd mentality that I try to get used to it, but like, back then I have an excuse to not get used to it because it's like, oh, chat's like that, but wait. No. Yeah, the people I hang out with the people I hang out with don't expect me to be anything. They're just here to chill. But other aspects of my life, they have expectations for me, you know? Yeah, I call my friends chat, okay? My bad. It's because most of their names are chat, spelled C-H-A-D. T. Sorry, haha. Anyways. But nowadays, it's like everyone around me, like from my job to chat to my community to everyone, it's just like they're just, I don't know, they have no their expectation of me is me being happy. And that is such a weird thing. It's like, I'll give it to you and like you don't have to even give anything back. I'm just like, what is this? It's like, I know people are like, freedom? I'm just not used to it yet. So it's like I'm trying to readjust, you know? Like, it's like, the best way I can explain it is right now, chat, I'm going through detox. Like, I don't know a better way to explain it, but it's like, you know when you have to like, when you're eating better food and all you can do is just like shit yourself? That's me!
I'm here for the yapping content.
For the yapping content. Yeah, like, I'm literally just like shitting myself because I'm like not used to it.
Fries got scammed for $3.
I'm sorry
I don't
for all
like
the weird shit.
You're not funny. Have a weird laugh.
Wow.
Bad at games. No maidens.
What?
Actually 5 IQ. Have a giant R forehead. Ego and money motivated. You get clowned on. Your only personality got buffed because that's all they could think of. Kidding.
They aren't kidding. Ban Fries! You know something? I had to tell my mods about you, Fries. If you don't know, by the way, Fries is just goofy that way.
I am wondering how you pronounce Michi Mochievee.
How to Michi Mochievee. That's how you say it. It's Michi Mochievee. Yes. The thing is, right? Fries
for $3.
is...
She compared having the
they dip me in cold and hot water.
Stream to colonoscopy prep.
I had a camera shoved up my ass. That is true. We are fellow colonoscopals. I had to, unironically, I had a meeting with some of my mods, right? And my mods brought up some concerns they had, and I was like, oh yeah, no, this is, don't worry about it, don't stress it. And I had to specifically be like, oh, by the way, if you see bits or donation from a person named Fries, don't stress it. That's just what they do. They would take me into hot water and dip me into cold water. I find it funny, so I'm fine with it. Don't take them seriously. They're just weird.
Shamanic Wolf cheered
and they're like, my mods had to be like, okay.
I understand now. Michi the Eevee. Got it. Shaman 63.
Michi the Eevee? Okay, that is too far. Mods, ban them. Ban. Michi is weird. Yeah, Fry's just a sud. Don't stress it. But yeah, chat. I do have a fear of lemon. Not fear, but I can't eat anything citrusy. So
you could say,
it's disgusting.
This is your Mochievee illusion. Also, TV thumbs up fellow colonoscopal.
Yeah! How many of you guys are a colonoscopal? Raise your hands, fellow colonoscopal. Stand tall and proud. I've had a camera shoved up both my ass and my mouth at the same time. No way. I was like a... You know when you fry like meat on like a skewer? I was a skewer, chat. Mouth too? Yeah, so basically I had colonoscopy once. And it was bad. They gave me laxatives, but the thing is, like, they gave me laxative in a bottle. And they were like, oh, we made it so then it's edible. So we made it lemon flavored. Now I have a fear, like, I cannot drink anything lemony without feeling nauseous. It's so bad, dude. Like, I drank that. It was so citrusy. And I spent so long just like shitting my brains out. Okay, it was horrible. And now I cannot drink I cannot drink any lemon tea, lemon juice, anything because of it. It genuinely makes me wretch. I take laxatives weekly. I heard it's bad to take laxatives weekly. I heard like it's gonna make your tummy rely on laxatives. I don't know. Stuff is nasty. I do have a picture of my insides though, chat. I have a picture of my teeth and I have a picture of my intestine because of the colonoscopy. For some reason, my doctor thought it was such a funny idea to just print out pictures of my gut. And then now I have like a physical copy of my gut. Can we? Charity bidding. IRL. Real picture of Michi Mochievee's intestine from her one colonoscopy experience. The thing is, chat, right? I'll tell you the story. Before the colonoscopy thing, right? So you have to be put under anesthesia. So you're like knocked out. So before the procedure, I had an anesthesiologist.
Let's say
what do you call them?
Broke in my house. I am financially responsible, so I have money set aside for these occasions.
Yeah, exactly.
I hire a plumber. He says he's gonna come fix it on Monday.
Mm-hmm.
I buy the pipe he needs to replace, a good quality thing because I don't want it to break again.
Yes.
When he gets here, he instead just uses some duct tape in order to save me some money because I am such a good customer. That's the same as you raw dogging stress even though your employer has a budget for therapy.
So you're telling me I have to fix my sink? High-tech Aztec actually giving me good advice, and I'm like, okay. How did you know I have a broken sink? You're telling me I should fix my sink. Don't
eat any spicy food and herbs, garlic, onions. So I have to have bland, boring food. Patch got scammed for $3. Doc prescribed me one entire bottle of Miralax and I dunked that in a 2-liter Gatorade medley and made the Gatorlax shitter shatter.
At least I still can drink Gatorade. I've never had Gatorade though, but now I know I can. Nah, duct tape works great. I do get. I'll think about it. I just want to give back first, okay, chat? If you want to support VShojo, unironically, merch. Like, if you want to support VShojo and the talent, merch. That's like the best way, I think, because that's the only way I know. Merch and promotionability. That's why I'm working on being promotionable. Promotable?
Pulled out. I chose my favorite flavor for the anesthesia. Strawberry. I couldn't eat artificial strawberry flavored things for a year.
That's the thing. My anesthesia.
Fun fact, you don't actually have to be under anesthesia depending on how deep they go inside your colon.
Oh, they go deep.
I would not recommend it because it feels like you're being pounded by the fattest wiener straight into your gut.
That is for my thing. They put me like, they knock me out, but it's from a gas. So they put like gas on my face and they're like, okay, breathe in, breathe out. You know my last words? It's so funny because I told them I take sleep meds, right? And I was like, I'm afraid that I can't be knocked out because my meds knock me out. Like, what if my body's so used to it? So during the procedure, they're like, okay, count from 10 to 1 right now. Like, count backwards right now. And I was like, okay, 10, 9, and I reached 1, and I was like, I breathe in, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think it's working, bro. Like,
on a real note,
I'm not feeling sleepy
Michi,
at all.
I feel like at this point I'm a walking banana sign. You can just let it happen sometime. I feel bad sometimes, and I think I deserve it once in a while. Love you, girl. Have a good stream.
It's okay. One day, if I'll hire a new mod, I won't tell them, and then we'll see how fast you get banned. Oh my god, that can be so funny. I'll get a new mod and I won't tell them anything. Let's see, Fry's ban speedrun. What if they just ban everyone in chat? I had to tell my mods this too because I was like, yeah, no, don't worry about it. My chat's just weird. And they're like, I saw your chat spam the word foreskin. Listen, okay, we can just ban that as a term if it makes you uncomfortable because it is technically a sexual term. So we can ban the word foreskin. And I was like, don't stress. Now my Discord link is Michi's foreskin. So like, it's like, yeah, we saw some people in chat say something like sexual. Like, are you? It's like, as long as it's not in a sexual context and it's just a goofy context, I'm fine with it. Like, as long no one in chat is actually being like for real serious sexual, then who cares? It's just chat. Now that I think about it, I feel like it would be so much funnier if I didn't give any of my mods a heads up. Don't feel bad. It's funny to me. Welcome to the scammership. Thank you for the scammer. Yippee! I was about to say scam and sub, so I said scub. Thank you for this sub. Yippee! Yeah, chat's just goofy, okay? They have a mind on their own. It's hilarious to me.
My favorite part of the usual donos is actually the delayed L's.
True. I hate that though. Sometimes So true, Patch. Thank you. So true, Patch. You scubsies. Scubbies? Scam and sub.
$6.90. Foreskins rise.
Oh god. I still remember the first raid we had. And then people were freaking out. We raided Mary, remember? And I saw one of their mods were like, I shat myself because I was so confused on what was going on. Because we raided Mary and everyone was just like either saying foreskin raid or scamber. And you freaked out the mods. How do you feel about yourself, chat? Yeah, that's the pain you're causing others, okay? Good. Proud. Foreskin, stand proud. I slept good, TBH. Yeah, I was during my anesthesia thingy. I had an anesthesia doctor come into my room the day before, and they had to like ask me a fuck ton of questions.
Weird but funny story. When I was a child, I was stupid child that really loved milk. But for unknown reason, I decided to drink a carton of milk. Not one or two, but the whole box. So likely, 16 carton of milk in an hour. So for the next day, I have horrible diarrhea. But after that, I am fine.
Yeah, listen, buddy, okay? That's a you problem. That's actually... You dummy. That's a you dummy. Who does that? How do you even do that? You're insane. I only drank milk from my mom's titties. Real chat. I'm a giga chat, okay? I only drink milk from the source. Straight from the udders. Yeah, like a true Chad. Like, bam! I only drink milk from the nippies. Huh? You know, guys, apparently cow milk tastes like shit. Did you know that? I know that because my uncle's a farmer. But yeah, during my thing with the anesthesia person, they had to ask me a lot of questions, and one of them is like, oh, what meds are you on, right? So I told them my meds. I told them that I was on antidepressants and I was on sleep meds. At that time, I was on antidepressants, so that's true. And I was like, yeah, I regularly take this and this. And they're like, oh, what meds are that? And I was like, oh, one is for sleep and the other one's an antidepressant. And they're like, oh, are you allergic to anything? And I was like, oh yeah, I am allergic to some antidepressants. That's true. I think I'm allergic to zinc. So some antidepressants do have zinc. And I did have a really bad allergic reaction to it at one point. But I don't remember what's the name of the pill. I forgot what it's called. So I was like, oh, it's in my medical records. You can check it. I am allergic to like some antidepressants. So yeah, just as a heads up, right? Because I guess like you need to interview your patients in case you give them like while they are knocked out, they administer meds and they're allergic and then they die. So I was like, yeah, that's what I'm allergic to. And I shit you not, chat. The moment I said like, yeah, I'm allergic to this thing. You can find them in some antidepressants. Just check it on my medical record. The doctor had like a full file, right? They were holding a file. They had to look at me. I'm gonna try my best to like duplicate their facial expression. They looked at me. They slowly put the file down, and they were like, "Why are you on antidepressants?" They were like, "Why do you take antidepressants?" And then I just said like, "Because I have a flu." What the fuck do you think I take it for? It's in the damn word! Like, It's like, oh, I take antidepressants because I'm constipated. Don't worry about it. I don't even need a doctor prescription to know what it's for. It's in the damn name. Okay, it's like a... Why do you take anti-cold meds? Because you have a cold. Why else do you think I take it? So I was like, yeah, because I have a flu. The thing is, I made that joke because I thought it would be funny. No, the doctor didn't laugh. It was so fucking awkward because there was another nurse there. And they were like, why are you taking antidepressants? I was like, oh, I have a flu. And then no one laughed. No one fucking laughed. It was dead silent. It was so awkward. That's reason enough to take it, okay? Like, I was like, shit. It's like, just kidding, haha. Well, I do have depression, so that's a thing. And then doctor's like, oh, at your age? Why? Are you going through a lot? Are you okay? And I was like, bitch. Not anymore. I was like 3 seconds ago, if only you laughed. I was like, you're not my therapist. Who the fuck are you? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. It's a genetic thing. That's true. A lot of my family members do have mental problems. So I was like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. Don't worry about it. It happens, you know, it's okay. And she's like, oh, you silly thing. Oh, okay. Just know, right? There's a lot of good things out there. I was like, damn, bitch. Like, I know you mean well, but like, I'm not gonna do nothing, okay? I'm here to have a camera shoved up my ass. Like, I've been shitting my brains for like 48 hours.
Got scammed for
Don't worry about it.
You can tell I'm a Michi Mochievee fan because I run up to strangers and whip out some foreskin. You know what I'm saying? Winking face. Shadow 200.
No one knows what you're talking about, Patrick.
Cheered Dex 300. To be fair, I'd be depressed if I was constipated too.
I don't know what to say, dude. I was like, bro. Don't worry, okay? After all the shitting I did for the past couple of hours, days even.
Actually go to medical school? I'd be concerned.
I think they were just concerned because I think like a lot of people think like, oh, which is true though. Like depression is a very serious thing. You should go to a professional for it. Thank you for the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Yippee! Welcome to Scambership. Yeah, for real, you should get that like sorted with a medical professional. It is serious.
The day I was born.
Yeah, it all started when I came out of my mother's womb and I realized I liked it better inside. Like, the thing is, at that time, like I was like, for real, I was like, I want to press the spacebar button in game IRL. Like, nah, I've been shitting my brains out. I couldn't even eat. All I've been doing is just like shitting, right? So my butt is in pain. My body is tired. I feel weak, and my ass hurts. So the whole time I'm like, damn, bro, I want to Alt F4 right now, Lamau. but it wasn't because I was depressed, bitch. Because I just shat myself for like a whole day. And I can't even eat anything. So it's like, I've just been shitted. So no shit.
Marple 1 cheered Dex 300. No, seriously. I've taken antidepressants since I was 15. Age has very little to do with it.
Exactly.
Doctors should know better.
The thing is like...
cheered X 300.
I don't know.
I'm eating right now. So to change the chocolate, Michi,
I'm sorry.
Can you say I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch?
I wish to wash my Irish wish... Oh, that is hard. I wish to wash my Irish wristwatch. Ah! Fake doctor. I think they were just concerned. I do get that a lot though. Even when I go to therapy, like my therapist, when I go to my therapist, at first they do usually ask me that question. They're like, oh, how are you feeling? And I would always respond in a happy way, but I will tell them everything. So I'm like, it's been hard. It's been really hard, but you know, it's okay. Like, that's how I talk. Like, the more awkward I am, the happier I sound, right? So my first instinct is always like, Yeah. Yeah, some days are that, I guess. Lamau, haha. So I do get that a lot where people they talk to me and they're like, "What? I never known." And I'm like, "Yeah. It's okay though. I'm getting it treated. No stress." Because in my head, if I talk about it in a sad way, then I won't talk about it at all. Because I don't like talking when I'm sad. So like the only way I'll ever talk is if I'm happy. Like when I'm sad or when I'm angry or when I'm stressed, I'm a quiet person. So in order for me to talk, especially in therapy, I have to be happy. Because it doesn't come out of me. You know? But like, I'm a very open person, I guess. Like, plus if I'm paying you to listen to my shit, you listen to my shit. Same? Right? But yeah, for those of you that are actually going through something really tough, please do seek help from a medical professional. It is serious. I think it's like the second highest cause of death. So it is a very serious thing. You should check it out. You should get that treated. For real, for real. I joke about it because I have it. I joke about it because I am getting it treated. So I can joke about it. If you're not getting it treated, get it treated first. Join our funny gang. Then we can laugh about it together, smiley face. Understandable. I've had a lot of goofy experiences with medical professionals. But yeah, now I have a picture of my intestine and my throat, which is really cool. They had to shove up my camera into my stomach, which I didn't even think it goes that far. That's insane. Like, I heard that your insides are very, very long. So I'm like, that's a really long camera. Damn. See, Michi, this sort of content is what you create. Ah, yes. Talks about poop and meds. Poop and meds. Yes, yes, yes. One long tube. Really? I thought it was kind of like a drone. Is it not a drone or is it like a tube? I thought it was like a drone that they kind of like drive inside of your stomach. Because that's a really long tube if it is a tube. Run the cameras until they meet in the middle. Oh.
You got scammed.
It's like a garden hose? Damn! I fit all that? Damn. I can have a garden hose shoved up my ass. Not trying to flex or nothing, but like, I think that's a pretty cool. Be proud. I am proud. Have you ever had a garden hose? OMG, not that wide. How do you know? Get over here! Thank you for the raid, Mia. I hope you had a fun stream. Thank God you raided right after we finished our conversation of colonoscopals. Save us, raiders? Fine, we're gonna go back to the conversation of colonoscopal. This is what you've done. Shaking my head. Flowers for you. Okay, now we can't do anything goofy.
Anonymous
They're so sweet. Flowers for you. See, chat, our raid message could have been just as sweet.
Please have mercy.
Chat, our raid message could have been so sweet. Run, raiders, don't scare them off. It's a safe place here, raiders. We're so kind, right, chat?
There's a fellow colonoscopal with Crohn's specifically. Also, it's like a garden hose with a camera at the end. And some little pinchy bits to take samples if they need a biopsy.
What?
I hope your booty recovers soon, Mochi.
Oh, it's been a while. Don't worry about it. It's been years since I got my colonoscopy. Are you telling me they pinched my stomach? That's so painful. Are you saying there's a part of me out there somewhere in a test tube? Oh my God. You know what I have? Okay, this is something freaky. I feel like this can be a red flag, but not really. I'm so scared that the people I love will like go away, right? Like I have this weird irrational fear that the people I love will just like disappear. So oddly enough, as a kid, I collect like either their hair or something of that has their DNA. Because what if in the future they could like clone people and I just need their DNA and I can clone them? So unironically, I have like a notebook where I have like the hairs of my family members that I just tape on it. Just in case one day in the future I can like clone people, I can clone them. Oh my god, I've thought that. I'm not weird! I'm not weird! Fairly logical fear, right? So about the stranger's teeth. That's just a cool gotcha. See, I was with you in the first part, but now I'm like, what? Is Zen here? Zen, I'll take one of your hair strands. One day, I can clone you. Think about it, chat. One day, you'll be regretting not collecting it. What did Zen say? What? From tube in the ass to keeping their hair. Shut up, Zen. Okay, at least I've had something up my ass. Okay, that sounded really weird. I didn't mean it that way. I meant like, at least I have an experience of like colonoscopy. I meant at least I've experienced colonoscopy. I just chose the weirdest fucking words. Oh god. You know what would be so fun, chat? Supermarket Simulator right now. That's crazy. That's so crazy fun. I think we should play Supermarket Simulator.
Shadow 232 Stalker cheered Dex 300 VShojo hair collection speed run any percent run when.
And ironically, I know Mata got so freaked out, but
you already took all our foreskin away. You have our DNA. Can you possibly give them back? Raven Shinigami got scammed for $3.33. Michi, I can't keep defending you when you talk about these things.
It's because I love them. Okay, you know what? I've met Mata. I've met Mata a lot, like a good amount of times, and we took a lot of pictures. Some of the pictures we took are Polaroid pictures. So I have a Polaroid picture of Mata, and at one point, when I was cleaning her place, like...
Michi got scammed for $3. Okay, Michi, we know you have sold a thing or two not worth mentioning. Why defend it?
Did you take Mata's DNA? To be fair, I told her and she was like, Michi, I love you, but that is so fucking creepy. Please just throw that away. Because I went to her and I was like, look, Mata, I found a strand of your hair. I can keep it in case I need to clone you one day. And she's like, Michi, I love you, but please throw it away. So I don't have Mata DNA. I can't clone her one day. She'll regret it. Okay, I swear. One day it's like, oh, Michi, can you clone me? And I can't. Let me have your hair.
Wolf_gaming cheered X400. I come back to stream to hear Michi talking proudly about taking thing up the ass. I had to walk away because I'm sure I misheard. Shamanic Wolf cheered X300. Michi. I don't know if you know this, but VShojo members have this fun guy who hides in plain sight. Speaking of, hi Cooksy.
Fun guy who hides in plain sight? Who? I don't know that. Wait, is this a VShojo insider lore? Cooksy. I've never met Cooksy. Who's Cooksy?
Cheered X300.
I've never met Cooksy.
Michi Mochievee and chat.
I met Hi Guy though.
Are you sure you are zombie girl? I start believing you are just doing witchcraft here, I think. Pachirisu got scammed for $3. Sorry,
beware of
that
Cooksy.
last dono was me.
Cookie
I have
hate.
to write my name every single dono. Also, hi Cooksy.
Who's Cooksy? Just say something sus and you'll meet him. Something sus. Say something sus. I don't have a gag reflex. That's true. I think people think it's sus, but I don't think it's that sus. I don't know. I feel like every time I tell people like, oh, I don't have a gag reflex, so it's fine. Like, chat's like, huh? Huh? But I'm usually talking because I usually have to take a lot of meds, right? So I'm so used to it that like, I genuinely don't gag. I do not have one. Proof? At one point, I'm not gonna tell you what I did actually, never mind. Same? Right! It's not weird. It's just like, you're just so used to having stuff in your throat. I'm calling you. Oh, hold on. Hello! Oh no.
Hi, what's this about cloning me? Talk to me. What's this about cloning me, baby? What's going on? What's happening? What's happening, baby? Talk to me. Talk it out. Talk it out.
I threw it away, okay? You told me to throw it away and I did, remember?
Oh, wait, what do you have of mine? Stop.
Remember when we met up and I cleaned your place a little bit? And then I found like hair. Like I cleaned a bunch of stuff and there was hair. And I was like, oh my god, I found your hair. I can tape it behind a Polaroid picture of us. And you're like, I love you. Please throw it away though.
I'll be honest with you. I don't remember that.
Oh god, I should have never brought it up.
No. My only thing, and like I ask you very kindly, is like just please don't do voodoo of it. That's like my only thing. Like please don't do voodoo of it. That's one of like our mutual friends one day explained to me that like in certain like Indonesian villages, like I should never go because they will do like black magic.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
that
am
is a
genuinely like
thing.
that's one thing I'm genuinely so scared of is like black magic, like voodoo, all that stuff. Like please, genuinely, like if ever you hate me, like insult me online, like put everything, but please don't do like magic on me, please.
That's the thing, like I told chat, you know I have an irrational fear of the people I love like disappearing one day, right? Like
Yeah,
I'm
you do.
so
Yeah.
scared of people just like leaving or like disappearing. And it
Mhm.
like because of that, I collect the people like if I love you that much, I collect your
You
DNA.
think you're gonna be able to clone me one day?
Like what if one
Michi.
day you can clone someone, you just need their DNA?
Okay, what if you clone Matara and you like her more than original Matara?
No, I only do it if like original Matara is gone.
Oh, really? Really? What if original Matara ignores you and she doesn't have time to raid you or collab with you or hang out with you? Would you not want to clone a Matara? That's like always there for you. She's mommy. Be honest with me. You'd want to
Wait.
clone her. Admit it. Admit it. You'd want to clone her.
Would you clone me if you could? Wow, the silence
Yeah,
is
because
really
you'd clean my
overwhelming,
house.
huh?
No. I was thinking. Sorry, baby. I was drinking tonight, so I'm a little slow. Like, please forgive me. I've also been streaming for like almost 7 hours. So, like, sorry if sometimes it's like I'm taking a while to answer. I've been streaming for 7 hours, girl. Like,
I see.
it's 1 a.m. You know.
Okay.
Um,
You were saying yes?
I would clone you so you could clean my house. Yeah. And then I could clone another one of you to like go thrift shopping with me. And I would clone another one of you to like cut and sew my clothes because I buy so many amazing like thrifted jackets and I want you to like cut and sew them and everything. Yeah. Absolutely. I would clone like 4 of you. Yeah.
I'd
Are you
clone
kidding
you
me?
too. I clone you just cause I mean think about it, Chad. Would you
For the hugs and the kisses.
Yeah, you give really good hugs. I like it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I told them like ages ago when I was like feeling a little hungover. Not hungover, I was food poisoned. Or maybe it was another time where I was like really tired. You came like to like say hello to me and I just like hugged you from behind and I just like kept kissing your head. And what I love is like
Yeah.
you don't a lot of people who are introverted like, okay, enough. Like you hug me for a minute. But you just stay there. You're like a cat, you know? You're like, you just let me be like, "Mwah."
I was just like, I like it. Yeah, the thing is, right?
Yeah.
Like, I usually do not like physical touch. I remember this because Mata was so like careful at first because she's like, I know
Yeah.
you don't like it. I'll give you a hug now. And I'm like, okay. But then after a while, I'm like, I want a hug right now, please.
Yeah. She'll be like, can I have a hug? Be honest, is it the breasts?
Fries
Is it
got
like the
scammed
fact
for
that like it's the
$3.
jiggly
The
breasts?
funniest part is
Because I don't wear a
the
bra,
reason.
right? So they're like
Same
extra
reason she
smushy.
asked under
It's
fear of
true.
losing
Be
mommy.
honest.
I love
Is it the
Matara.
extra smushy breasts?
It's the personality.
Mm.
It's the
But the
overwhelming
breasts
warmth.
don't. They help, you know.
It just so happens to be that her boobs are right in front of her heart. It's not my fault that I am her boob
She got
level.
a big heart.
Yeah,
She got
exactly.
a big heart, you know?
Listen, okay, God made me this height, and God made her this height for a reason.
God made me this gay.
When I hug her, it's not my fault that her boobie is on my face. That's not me problem. But it's very comfortable. I don't know, just something about it is so comfy.
No, to be honest, I've heard a lot of people that don't love hugs say like you're one of the few people that like I do not mind hugs from. Like I love the prolonged body contact with you, which I was so flattered with.
I agree. Like usually, here's one thing though. I don't know if this sounds bad, but I don't mean in a bad way. Usually I like to just hold people's like hand. That's like the closest body contact I can.
do that so much.
Right? Like holding people's hand is okay because in my head it's like, okay, this is the most body contact and I'm comfortable with this.
Yeah.
But with Mat, it's the exact opposite. I'd rather just like hug than hold hands. For some reason. I don't know. Like holding your hands feel odd to me. It's like, why hold your hand if I can just hold the whole arm?
Hold the whole woman.
You know? Like hold the whole person. Think about it. I would say that I don't know whether like you intend to do it or maybe it's like natural to you. But I think I've said this before. I don't know if you were drinking or not, but
maybe
you have like a vibe. Like sometimes when I'm really stressed, I just like to sit next to you just to be like, I feel like I don't have to think when I sit beside you.
Aww.
I don't know why. Like that's not even true though, because sometimes you're like so all over the place that I'm like, oh, we gotta sort this out. But then it just feels
that's why
like
I'm
I don't
surprised
have to...
you're calmed that you're with me, because especially lately I feel like in the last like few months I've been a little bit all over the place. I've been very erratic, but I can tell what you mean, that like when I'm calm, nothing moves me.
Yeah, I think the reason why like I know that I'm comfortable around you is I think one time I took a nap beside you and I can't sleep next to people. Like for some reason I get so anxious. Was it at the massage place? Yes, it was at the massage place.
Yeah,
I just I full on like snoozed. I even snored and everything. I was
so
like,
cute. No, I don't remember you snoring.
You told me I snored.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe you did a little like. Also, Michi, I'm so sorry. I'm actually in a collab. I just wanted to call you to check up on you. I love you so much.
Hi everyone else.
No, I'm about to go join them back.
Okay, tell them I said hi everyone. Oh, is it with Mel and Bricky?
Yeah.
I was watching it before. Say hi to Mel and Bricky for me.
Okay, I will. I love you. Have a good one. Enjoy. I love you. I just wanted to check up on you. Bye, baby.
Bye. Who ratted then? If she was still streaming, no way she was watching my stream while streaming. Who the fuck ratted, chat? Which one of you? Alright, that's it. It's clobbering time. Which one of you did it? Yeah. Foreskin privileges revoked. I did. Alright, how do I ban Zentreya? / ban Zentreya. Fuck you, Zen. Watch out. Watch out, Zen. Zentreya from VShojo. I know where you live. Yeah, I said it. I don't right now. But I'll find it. Eventually. The moment I know. You're done, for Zen. You're done. When I see you. Scatter. Clone me and then amass an army that... Yeah. I'll take so much of your hairs and then clone you. You're done for. One Zentreya versus like the 6 I'll figure out how to clone eventually. What is this saying? This song that's playing right now. It's such a goofy song. I like it.
Cheered X300. Michi is very short. Just put her on the fridge. It will be too far down for her height.
Okay, you know what? You know what's actually so fucked up, chat? That's true. I have a mini fridge. I have a mini fridge in my apartment. Like, realistically, I can afford a normal-sized fridge, but I have a mini fridge because if I have a normal-sized fridge, I can't reach the freezer, which is located on the top of the fridge. So I was like, I'll just get a mini fridge. Because what's the point if I get a big fridge? You know, that's one thing. Holy shit. I've had a friend that like... So I have a friend that started making, you know, bread, right? He started making dough. So he bought his own like apartment. He bought everything. And here's the thing that I do realize. When people start earning a fuck ton of money, they tend to be a little stupid, right? Like, I'm stupid, but when it comes to money, I am very, very paranoid. Like, I'm raised to be insanely paranoid. A lot of my family have gone into like a fuck ton of debt. And because of that, I'm so scared of getting into debt. That is also why I do not have a credit card and I have a child's bank card. That's true. So I have, the only card I have is a child's card. I have a limit of like, I don't know, like $100 a day. Or like 500 bucks a day, I don't remember. So like, it limits what I can buy, how much I can buy, and stuff like that. And here's the thing, 500 bucks a day is a lot. It used to be a lot for me. But then I realized over time, not even a flex, I have to pay my taxes. And my taxes require me to spend more than 500 bucks on the tax paying day. So I have to get that shit sorted, right? But for the longest time, I always just, that's all I need, just a child's bank card. But I don't have a credit card. I don't use like loans. I don't use any of that because I'm so fucking scared. Like, I have so many family members that are in like credit card debt or debt in general, or they owe a lot of people money, and I'm so scared of it. So I'm always extra responsible. I have like extra money that I saved up in case of like, if let's say one day there's like a massive like natural disaster, I won't suffer too much. Like, I will survive for a couple of months. I'm good, you know? That kind of thing. But what I do notice, some people, when they earn a lot of money, they instantly become like a little bit dumb and they just spend all their cash because they're like, oh, I can buy so many things now. So let me just buy an irrationally massive TV for absolutely no reason. And they buy like the most expensive, the highest quality, biggest TV. And then they buy like the most expensive utilities, expensive everything. Even though it's like, you don't need it. You want it, but you don't need it. You know, and it's just so expensive. Like, I remember my friend spent like $50,000. $50,000 on speakers! Speakers! And I was like, the thing is, right? They talked to me and they're like, oh yeah, like, I'm just waiting for the people to send the speakers over. Like, I spent $50,000 on them. I was like, what the fuck kind of speaker is that?
Is this a good idea and I have ADHD? But since you are made of 5 different people stitches into one, could you perhaps stitch his other member body part into your own?
I can.
So like, you have toggle where you have Matarakan insect limbs or insert their eyes into your eye socket. I don't know. This simply a dumb idea I got suddenly.
I can do that, but you know, I respect my friends too much to steal their body parts, Shad. Unless you're Zen, then you're done for. I'll just steal Zen. Cool idea for a new bottle. I am just a match-up of every single VShojo member. Think about that. Yeah, sleep with both eyes open, Zen. I'm coming for your ass. But yeah, I remember my friend was like, oh my god, I spent $50,000 on a speaker set. So like, they're trying to make their living room like a all around you kind of experience. And I didn't have the balls to tell them that it was not a good idea. Plus, it's their money. So I didn't say anything, right? But I still do think that's kind of stupid. Like, you just started earning money. You can afford a $50,000 speaker set. But why? You know, it's like if you've been earning money for a long period of time and you already have everything saved up and you do have $50,000, makes sense. But this dude doesn't even have any savings account. Like, you don't have anything saved up. It's just like, oh, I earn Like, let's say I earn $100,000 a month, so I can afford a $50,000 set. It's like, you're not wrong, but you're definitely not smart. So I've always been very paranoid when it comes to cash. I try my best to like work on that a lot. To be fair though, I feel like sometimes I get a little bit too stingy. But I am a shopaholic, which makes absolutely no sense. Like, I basically give myself a budget to go absolutely ham every month when I do need to. Because sometimes when I'm really stressed, okay, I fucking spend so much money on random things I don't need to. But it's only like once a month and there is a budget. I'm not gonna spend every single thing and I won't be able to live. Okay, worst case scenario, people call me a hoarder. That's kind of it. If I have 100k a month, I'll do that, Lamau. That's the thing, like, especially in our field of work, I always tell this to people, but I don't want to be a downer. But if you're a streamer or a content creator where your income is not fixed, I really do not recommend that. Like, our job is fun and all, but there's really not a lot of guarantee, you know? Like, our income is not guaranteed. We rely on the generosity of others, in a sense. So, I just don't think it's a safe thing to do. I don't think it's smart. That is what I think. Like, if I have a, like, no matter what, my income is a fixed 100k, then yeah, makes sense. But when it's not a fixed income, where, like, let's be so honest, right? This is the minus thing about being a streamer. Your income is solely based on the generosity of others. So that's one. So if, like, yeah, if the economy drops, everyone's fucked. You're fucked. Chat's fucked. Everyone's fucked. So, like, not a good idea to just spend it all out of nowhere. Second of all, our job is not secure. Like, you can like me today, but then tomorrow, if I'm canceled, that's it. That's over for me. So you can spend years and years building a career just for it to all go away in a day. So that's also not the most secure. And third of all, our job revolves around trends. Whether you like it or not, like 2 years ago, right? During the pandemic, VTubers blew up so hard. Like, you saw so much VTubers. Because, like, streaming and VTubing became a thing. Like, when everyone was, like, locked in their houses, they can't do anything, they don't know what to do, they want to watch streamers, they want to watch VTubing and content, because that's the only thing they can kind of feel to, like, escape their little living room. So it blew up. But then once the pandemic went away and people start going to their jobs and started working and they can travel, you know, VTubing became kind of a minus, right? Because back then, when you're trapped in your living room, watching an anime character on screen is entertaining. But now that you can travel...
X300, got it. Spend all my life savings on Michi Mochievee merch.
God damn it, chat. Be responsible with your cash, okay? I appreciate money, I love money, but I also would love it if my community has enough money to support themselves too. I would like it more if you guys are alive. So please, stay alive. Oh my god. Hikomori will always be Hikomori. That's the thing, it's like, for most people, back then it was so entertaining to watch anime characters and stuff like that. But the minus thing about VTubing, we can't do a lot of things. Like, it's unless you want to kind of show... Like, if you're okay with having, like, you know, your IRL self be seen, you can't really do, like, traveling streams, IRL streams, vlogging. It's not really, like, something you can do unless you heavily edit it or you're very, very, very cautious, right? Like... For me, for example, like Giri. Like, Giri is she does both. Like, she just did or I think she's still doing a stream where she's like, she's traveling right now. And Giri's fine with, like, having her face be shown, like, people seeing how she looks like. She's fine with that, and that's good. Me, personally, I'm still uncomfortable with it. So, like, for now, I can't do anything. Like, when I stream with people, if they're traveling, I can only do it through a call. I can't really do much. So... there's like a plus and minus to everything, especially if your job is a streamer or a VTuber. Not only do you rely on the kindness of others, your job is fragile Like, you don't know what's gonna happen next. Like, if you do one mistake, that could be over for you.
Alter
then
cheered X500.
it's basically
May,
trends.
I
If you're
don't
not
have
trending,
anything I want
that's
to
it.
spend on, and the stuff I spent on is very much useless. My money would be in much better place in your wallet than mine.
Why? Too many reflections everywhere. Yeah, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm very aware of this, so I try to be very careful with my money. Thankfully, I can say, like, this is very self-centered, but I'm relieved to say that I have never once really had to suffer too much. I did have one issue that put me in a really bad place. Because this was my first and hopefully last financial problem I've ever really encountered, because of, like, it's not even my fault, right? Like, because keep in mind, I am insanely paranoid about this. So I've always been scared about being in debt. And here's like a little story. Please do not, like... I know some people will speculate and shit. Like, I just want you to know, it's already over. It's in the past. No speculating. It's just something that a story that I can finally tell, right? So, I have been working since I was like 14, 15. Like, I've always worked. You know? Okay, good chat. Good. Okay. So I've always worked ever since I was younger. So the moment I turned 18, I immediately applied for, like, you know, my like my taxes, right? That's like a tax number is, I think, what it's called. I forgot. But I immediately applied for that, even though my income wasn't enough to pay taxes. It's just like, just to be safe, right? I know I act like a gremlin and shit, like I act like an asshole, but I really do not want to go to jail. So I've immediately had, like, yeah, tax registration number. So basically I registered myself into, like, all this shit, because in my country, it's not automated. You have to, like, sort it out and then go to the office, IRL, have, like, the meetings, they take your picture, etc., to apply, right? So yes, there are plus and minuses of that system that I won't talk about because it is a little bit political, and I'm not gonna talk about that because I don't know. All I know is I'm a good citizen. I am a good law-abiding citizen that I've always paid my taxes the moment I turned 18. So when I was 18 to around 20, yeah, 18 to 20, I didn't earn enough to pay my taxes, so thankfully I didn't have to go through that. But I was very aware of how the system worked, right? Because unironically, I was so scared of, like, going to jail for, like, tax evasion or some shit. Because, like, especially if I didn't mean it, you know, like, I accidentally don't know how to file my taxes and boom, I'm done for. So I tried my best to learn everything. But the moment I turned, like, around 20, that's when I started getting, like, a job, right? Like, I got an office job, etc. And I started earning a little bit more, but I still have to pay taxes. Not a fuck ton, but a little bit more. Like, at that time, I think I earned around, like, full transparency, around $600 a month. And that's insane, because that was like a fresh grad thing, right? As a fresh grad, earning $600 a month is insanely huge, or like $500 a month. I don't know the conversion rates, but you need to earn around $300 a month to not pay taxes. If you earn anything above it, you pay taxes. TLDR, right? So I think the tax system in Indonesia is easier to understand. It's just annoying to file. Like every other thing, it's just annoying to file and report, but it's easy to understand once you get the hang of it. Thank you for the sub! Welcome to the scambership! Welcome! But yeah, I earned around 500 to 600. I don't know the dollars, I think. 6 juta. I don't know what 6 juta is. You know, let me convert it. IDR to USD. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, shit, I lied. I earned 369 USD. At that time, I'm pretty sure it was around 400 to 500. Okay, but conversions are bad. Okay, but now I earned $369 a month, which is huge for me at that time. Okay, I was flexing a little with that amount of cash. And then, well, it wasn't like life-changing, but I could survive, so that's good. That's all I cared about. As long as I don't die, I'm good with it. So I started filing my taxes. So ever since, like, basically the government has a record that I have always like been a law-abiding citizen, right? I always pay my taxes, I always do my reports, everything's good and dandy. Until I worked in a different job. And basically, here in my country, I don't know if it's very common all over the world, but for Indonesia, there is an option where your company files your taxes for you and they pay your taxes for you. That is a very, very common practice, right? You have to be employed under them though. So what they do is, let's say they give you a fixed amount, like, okay, every month I will give you 500 USD, right? Every month I'll give you 500 USD, but I will take 10% out of that to pay for your taxes. Yeah, tapi tetap harus lapor. Yeah, but you still have to report it. You still have to report your taxes and everything, but you don't have to pay it outside of your own card. Like, the employer kind of sorts it out for you, and that's good and dandy. Like, that is a choice, right? I don't know if it's common. Is it common, chat? Do you guys have that? Like, for those of you that are not in Indo, do you have that? Intuit stops us from doing that. Oh, really? Yeah, yes, it's common. Yep. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it's not like a super weird thing. No, same in Philippines. Right, okay. So you guys know what I'm talking about. So basically, your income is like a fixed rate. You don't have to stress about paying anything by the end of the year. The company does it, but you still have to file it, right? So, during this time, because my earnings was not a fixed rate, so it's like sometimes on good days I earn more, bad days I don't. Like, it's not a fixed rate. They did offer to just take a certain percentage, right? They say they'll take a certain percentage to pay for the taxes. And that was a big saver for me because for so long I've only ever needed to like copy paste my income and then my expenses and stuff like that, and it's like easy, you know? Mods? Oh, what happened? Mods, invert his balls. I don't know what happened. Well, something happened apparently and I was very unaware. Mod, something happened apparently.
Did I hear something about Michi merch? Do I have a proposition for you? Did you ever want to unironically say yeah days, then buy an acrylic stand now?
Thank you, Mod.
Yes,
Thank you.
I'm a Michi fan. Oh no. Where's my money at? Warning, buying a Michi stand may not give you a JoJo stand.
Thank you. Sorry for you guys having to see a weird chatter. I didn't even see it. My bad, you guys had to see that. Thank you, Mod. I really appreciate it. It's okay. Pats for mods, pads for chat. Pat. I'm too oblivious. But yeah, back to the story a little. With the taxes thing, right? I was very, very grateful that they offered to basically pay the taxes for me. Like, that was still an option, because that way I don't have to worry too much on, you know, like all the, like, I would rather overpay tax than underpay tax. That's the kind of person I am. I would much rather give the government more money, because first of all, paying taxes is a good thing. I know people are like, nya taxes, but that's how your country works and you want to support it, and I want to support it. So I would much rather overpay a little bit, right? So we had a whole system set up, and basically for like 2 years, I never spent any money out of my own wallet to pay the tax. I did send I did file them, but I never really spent money because every month they took 10% anyways for my taxes, right? And like, that's what we discussed, and it was written even that it's like, oh yeah, they took money for taxes. It's not like, oh, it's just a verbal thing, you don't know if they did. They did. There's written proof that they did. So I never really spent any money out of my own wallet because it's already deducted, right? And then TLDR, 2 years later, I got sent a letter from my local government that I have actually been avoiding taxes. And they were like, onto my ass. They were like, hey, by the way, you haven't paid your taxes in 2 years. And according to your report, you have earned a significant amount compared to your last paid taxes. And you are late by like 2 years, so we will have to add interest fees. And that's when I start shitting myself a little bit. Because I was like, what do you mean I haven't paid? I have paid. And what? And in the paper it said, if you do not sort your shit in a week, we will have to bring you to court. And as you can tell, I am insanely paranoid. Like, I am very, very paranoid about going to jail. I'm very paranoid of money. So now, the fact that it's money and jail, I shat myself. Like, I had such a mental mind break, dude. I freaked out so hard. But at that time, I was like, oh, it's probably a misunderstanding, right? Like, maybe it's a misunderstanding. So I contacted, like, one of my friends' dad is a lawyer, so I asked them for advice. I was like, hey, what should I do? I'm pretty sure it's a misunderstanding. I know I've paid my taxes. I have proof that I got, like, money deducted every month, specifically under the category of tax. So I know I have. I'm a good law-abiding citizen. And my track record's clean. So I was so
NFS
fucking
got
scared,
scammed
dude.
For $3.33. I like your yapping much more than your gaming stream.
What do you mean? I'm so good at games. But yeah, I was like, I'm very sure it was a misunderstanding. And I try to calm myself down from that because, like, you know, I don't want to freak out too much if it's not something that big of a deal, right? So I did, you know, like, my friend's dad helped me, like, write stuff up and basically, like, to tell the government, like, my local government, to be like, hey, misunderstanding happened. Like, what can I do to resolve this misunderstanding? So I sent it to them, and then they came back to me 3 days later, basically being like, okay, send us proof of, like, when you file taxes, you get like a code, right? Like, it's a code that says that you did file it, and it's not just like, oh, I said I did. Like, there is a code when you transfer money. So they're like, okay, send us like all the transfer, like, proof, like the code of proof that you actually did transfer the money. So I was like, okay, I can just ask my employer, right? So I asked them, I was like, hey, I need all of this. Like, it's a whole list. It's a lot. It's a lot because it's been 2 years, like 2 years backlog. But I was like, okay, I need this. Here is the, like, I even included all the files attached. I was like, here's all the files I'm referring to. This is like, I think there was like genuinely like 28 files that I had to make, like, by myself. And I sent it to them and I was like, hey, this is the thing. Like, I just, you know, I just need like the funny little numbers, right? And all my problems will go away. And that's when I found out. I did not know this. I was not aware of this. And to be fair, no one really made me aware of this either. But I don't know if I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not pointing fingers. If anything, I did blame myself for not researching. But apparently, those are not my taxes. Those are their taxes. Until today, I still don't get it fully, so I'm not gonna go deep into it. I didn't get it. Like, I was a bit confused, but I was like, wait, if that's the case, then why are you taking it from my cut? So I was like, I don't know, I don't get it. I asked and they didn't really respond, so I was like, okay, whatever. I didn't have time to stress, right? Because, like, now I know that I actually have been accidentally avoiding taxes. As an accident, like, pure... It was a misunderstanding, I guess, from my part. And the issue is, because I didn't pay for 2 years, so that's like an accumulative sum of 2 years, and I also was late by a year and 1 to 2 years, I had interest fees. The amount of money I owed was more than what I had in my savings account and what I had in my normal account combined. Like, I actually did not physically have that much money. I couldn't pay. Not because I didn't want to. I did not have that money anymore. Right? It's been years and there's interest fees. And the interest fees is monthly. So I was like, shit, I'm fucked. Like, I didn't have any cash. I literally do not have cash. So I shat myself a little. I have never once even made that much money, I feel like. So I told people, I was like, hey, can you help me, like, hook me up with an accountant maybe, or like an actual lawyer, like a lawyer and an accountant. I need help because I've never been in this situation before. Like, I've always been so good at preventing it that now that I have to like fix it, I don't know what to do. So I was like, I need help to, do you have any contacts, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, no. They're like, no, sorry. Like, good luck though. So I spent literally the whole day contacting as many people as I could. Thankfully though, like, I'm so grateful. My friend's dad, he doesn't know, like, he's a lawyer, but not for this. So he connected me to his firm buddies. So I got help. Oh, thank God. I'm so grateful for my friend's dad until today. He basically hooked me up with his firm buddies, and one of his firm buddies has an accountant. So I explained everything. Like, I ran over to their place and I explained everything in details. Like, here's the issue. Like, here's all the proof to show you that I'm not lying. Like, I'm not trying to evade the taxes on purpose. It's a misunderstanding. I thought that this percentage that they take from my income was for my taxes, right? Because all they wrote was tax. But I didn't know that it was not for my taxes, but for their taxes. I don't fucking know. I don't get it. This is what they said. I don't understand. I don't know what to do. I'm freaking out. And they're like, okay. They kind of like went through it. They went through all of my report sheet. They went through everything. And then they contacted the government and they explained my situation. And I was like, listen, I don't care if I have to like spend money over time. I just don't want to go to jail. Like, I'm so scared of going to jail. And during this time, now I can talk about it like super lightheartedly, but at that time, chat, I felt so stressed because I didn't have anyone. Like, I didn't have anyone to help me aside from like, I was literally living from the kind graces of my friend's dad. And it's not like I was best friends with this person. It's just like my friend's dad, a person that I used to know, dad, like that kind of person. So I was so scared, and it was a really hard time because like it feels like all my paranoia was justified. Like, I was like, I knew it. I was so paranoid. I was so careful just for me to fuck up anyways. And it's like I shat myself, right? It was really bad. But then we had a meeting, everything was good, and they're like, okay, let's discuss it. We'll describe our situation and maybe we can get leniency. Thankfully, we did get some leniency. So the government did accept the fact that like, okay, maybe this was a misunderstanding on my part. Like, the fact that like my record was clean, I guess, helped a lot in the situation, because they're like, okay, we did research on like your past and your history. You've never really had any problems with the law, and you've always like filed your taxes properly, so we believe that this is a misunderstanding. However, you still do owe the money. So the most they could do is they removed all interest fees. So I didn't have to pay the overwhelming interest fee. And when I tell you the interest fee was insane, it was 150% more than what I owe them. Like, if I owe them $50, I had to pay $150. $100 was like genuinely just interest. Like, it was so bad because I've been, I haven't paid for like 2 years. So I guess that's why like it accumulated so much. So that was already a massive relief, but it was still a high number, right? I don't know how much percent, but it was huge. Like, the moment they're like, okay, we're not gonna charge you for the interest fees because we assume that you didn't mean any you didn't mean any harm. You have good intentions. We will remove your interest. And immediately, like, the number got cut in half. Like, genuinely, the number got cut in half. And I was so scared for so long. I think that was the first time I genuinely like realized that I was breathing, because this is not me exaggerating, okay? Like, I was all alone. No one could have helped me. I didn't know anyone that could help me. The only people that could, I didn't even know who they are, and I don't know what to do. Like, I was so freaked out. And thankfully, half of it went away, because they're like, we understand. Phew! But there's still money to pay, and thankfully I could still pay it. But the thing is, chat, it was so much for that time. Like, I think for 6 months after that happened, I was so like scared. I tried my best not to act scared or anything, but I was so scared because I did not have health insurance. I had to liquefy all my insurance, my life insurance, health insurance. I I didn't have any savings. And I literally only had like $300 left. After I liquefied everything, I only had $300 left. And I was so scared because I have a lot of health problems, right? And having health insurance is something that, like, it just gives me a lot of peace in my heart to know that, like, in case something bad happens and I have to go into surgery, I'm not going to go into debt, right? So I was so scared, and the fact that I had to, like, liquefy everything I had to pay this, I felt so scared for the next 6 months. I think that genuinely affected me so much because I was like, oh my god, I'm literally walking on the thinnest rope right now. Like, one fuck up and I'm done. Like, for those 6 months, every time I got sick, I literally was like, no, I can't afford to be sick. Unironically, I cannot afford to be sick. I don't have shit. I was like, no, I didn't go to a doctor's checkup for 6 months. Like, I didn't go to any of my checkups. I couldn't go into my therapy either. But thankfully, my therapist understood my situation, so they didn't charge me for the therapy bills. They only charged me for the meds. He's so nice. Like, he knows me already, so he's like, it's fine. Like, we'll just give you a prescription until you can. As long as you're okay. You know, like, as long as you're fine. Scam train! Scam train! Yippee! Look at the scam train! So, yeah, like, at that time, though, I didn't have anyone. I was so scared. I was shat myself. You're getting scammed on purpose. What's going on here? What is happening? Yo, the scam redeems! My good god! Thank you for the bits amongst the scam redeems. Worth. You know you're getting nothing for the scam redeems, right? Hype train equals scam train! Yippee! Oh yeah, scam train! We have a hype train. What have this done? But yeah, it was an interesting learning curve. Ever since then, I am now very, very, very cautious of everything. Like, that was a hard time. Like, for those 6 months, there were so many times I got so sick. Like, I think the worst time was I had a really hard time breathing. Like, I don't know why, but I had a really hard time breathing, but I couldn't go to the hospital. So, like, I just had to keep wheezing. Like, I just be like like that for like a couple of weeks. And then it went away, thankfully. I took like pain meds. That's kind of it. I don't know if it was an anxiety attack or like, I don't know, but it was so long. But yeah, good old times. At least you learn, you know? I feel like during that time, I matured so fast. Like, I thought I was mature back then, but because of all that issue, I matured like so fast. Like, instantly matured.
Disturbing.
Thank you for the gifted!
You got scammed, as there is no way you should be paying company taxes. I'm glad you got out of this situation now and all better.
Yeah! I felt kind of bad a little bit because before I went to VShojo, I had to ask them like in details, like, okay, what do you cover? What do you not cover? Just so then there's no more misunderstandings. Thank you for the scam, for the sub! Welcome to the scambership! Welcome! Yippee! But I'm just glad I made it out alive, chat. Thankfully though, good news. Now, I do have my health insurance back. I have a lot of stuff, not as much as I used to, but something's better than nothing. And I'm not as afraid anymore, to be fair. So, I do have life insurance. Bad news, I have not sorted my health insurance, but I do have a life insurance, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Same thing, same thing. Right? I think in... At least the thing I have, life insurance, it covers more of like the more threatening bills, which is something I was more worried about, so I'm fine.
On their pay stub. They'll never notice it's not their tax.
Yeah, that's the thing, like... Well, I'm glad that I didn't get into that deep of shit, because like, I don't know. I'm just glad it wasn't as bad as it could have been, right? Like, yeah, like at least it's not that bad. Yeah, everything is sorted. I'm still trying to sort out the health thing because the issue with health insurance is they will give you a health checkup. And it really depends on, you know, like how healthy you are. Like if you're sick, then big chance they're not going to give you that much. So, or like you have to pay more, right? Like you have to pay more if you're like high chance of always getting sick all the time. So there's a lot of checkups on that, so I have to kind of redo it. It's fine. I'll sort it out eventually, but thankfully I'm at that point right now where I don't have that much to worry about. I'm very thankful to everyone that helped me at that time. I was such a mess, dude. I remembered, like, the thing that got me so embarrassed was I had a meeting with the accountant, and I was so scared that I just blurted everything out. I even said, like, listen, I'm gonna be so honest, I don't know if I could even pay you. Like, that's true. Like, I had to pay the taxes, and I had to pay the lawyer, and I had to pay my accountant, right? But I literally just blurted out. I was like, I have this to pay, I have that to pay. I don't have any money. Like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know if I could pay you. And obviously my accountant was like, okay, calm down, calm down. You have to pay me, but calm down.
You got scammed.
Thank you for the gifted and the sub. Welcome to the scambership. Yippee! I know. I'm too honest. When I get scared, I get so honest. But thankfully I could. I paid them off. We're fine. We're fine. Oh god.
You got scammed.
So now you know how jarring it is for me, at least now, where anything I do, you know, I didn't even tell them, like, I didn't tell them I needed this. Like, I didn't tell my managers I needed any help because I think right now I'm good. Because, like, I've went through a good amount when it comes to legal stuff that I feel like if anything were to happen, nothing would faze me as much as it did. Because that was, again, that was my first time ever experiencing it. And my insane, deep-rooted paranoia definitely affected it. So, like, chat, during that time, bro, like, I mean this in a for real serious way, right? The only way I could see myself surviving that situation is if I were, like, to not just be there. Like, I was at that point. I was so fucked in the head, dude. It rattled me so much. But because of that, I don't think anything would rattle me anymore. Nothing affects me anymore. I'm good. I'm strong. If I survive that, I can survive anything. But I told my managers this, like, before I even joined, right? I told them, like, hey, this is, like, some stuff, like, I did go through. So I need you to be, like, 100% transparent. Like, I don't care. I even told my staff this, like, I don't care if you take, like, if you take all my donations, I do not care. Like, I think you guys are amazing and I want to support you. Like, if you're like, hey, we'll start taking all your money, I'll be like, okay. I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to be, like, supported and treated like this. So I would willingly give you all my money because I think you're amazing. I just need you to be transparent, right? So I don't file my shit wrong. And my manager's like, no, we will never do that. They're like, no, we will never do that. Okay? Your donations and your support is from your community because they love you. And we will never take your community's money from supporting you. So please just take that.
Michi stories are better horror content than Outlast 2.
Dude, I was sweating from all my pits. Yeah, I was like... they were like, no, we will never take it. Please no, like, we appreciate the fact that you want to support us back, but that's your community supporting you. So, you know, I think you need to, like, that's just yours. That's just yours. However, because of your thing, we will be very transparent. We will even give you, like, legal support instantly. Like, the moment I spawned in, they gave me, like, legal support. So it does give me a lot of peace of mind just knowing that I do have a legal team behind me now. So, like, if anything bad were to happen, oh my god, knock on wood, nothing bad will happen. Oh my god. Okay, but if hopefully not, something bad happens, I have people.
Quick, rewrite the contract and the pay stub language.
Meow.
Patch got scammed for
They're
$3.
so nice.
Wise words from Michigan. At least I've had something up my butt. Zen Mochievee.
Shut up, Patch. Yeah, there's, like, I have a legal team, and something that I really appreciate was when they gave me, I don't know if I can talk about this too much in detail, but I'll just say, like, a little bit. When they gave me, like, my contract to sign at first, right? I read through it, and I consulted with, like, one person that's a law student. I have a friend that's a law student. So I consulted with them, and I was like, oh, the contract looks really, really good to me. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I'm the type to read my contract, okay? So people that are like, please read your contracts, I do. All right? It's just, different situations in life, like you'll see different things as a good thing and a bad thing, right? So I was trying to read it to be like, okay, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? I'm trying to see it in the most like pessimistic viewpoint, right? Like I try to be as pessimistic as possible. And I thought the contract was good. So I was like, okay, I'll just sign it. I signed it the next day and I sent it to them. And then my manager was like, we are not gonna accept this. You have to consult with an actual lawyer, or we will have to we will hook you up with someone that we know, but preferably it's someone you know and you trust. We will not accept it unless you genuinely consulted with a professional lawyer, not a law student. And I was like, I don't know anyone. I don't know who I can like do it. And they're like, if you don't know and you can't afford one, we will give you the money to afford one. Just make sure it's your lawyer, nothing to do with us. Someone we do not know isn't working for us. Your own lawyer, and we will support you. We just need you to know what you're getting into. And I was like, why are you scaring me? See, now I'm scared. But I was like, okay, fine. So then I ended up going to an actual lawyer. It took us like 2 whole weeks. 2 whole weeks. I could have done it in 24 hours, okay? But 2 whole weeks, and they were so patient as well. They were willing to wait. Because it took me so long to find one.
Because most of the lawyers here, like, they don't know a lot of things about content creating contracts. So it's like, how would they know if it's a good or a bad thing, right?
So I had to like meet people, discuss, and be like, oh, this is what I want. Like, I just want to feel safe. I want to feel that I just want to be safe. And I like, worst case scenario, if the other person screws me over, I'm not too screwed. Like, that's what I'm saying. So my lawyer went through the contracts and literally they were like, bro, like, you will never be screwed. Like, you're good. If anything, you're kind of screwing them. Like, I was like, okay. Is that okay? I don't know. That VShojo's so like anal about like something that gives like I like about my manager is they are anal for my safety more than myself, and I'm very anal. Like, I am so, I don't know, like paranoid over my own safety, but my managers are like double. Like, it's sweet. It's very sweet, but also sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I never thought about that. Huge! Good catch, good catch. And they're like, oh. Like sometimes I would tell them like, oh, I want to do this. And they're like, okay. I was like, oh, I'm scared that this will happen. And they're like, oh, you should check this to make sure it doesn't happen. I'm like, oh my god, Huge, you're so smart. You're actually so smart. Like, I trust them with my well-being more than I trust myself.
They're actually like my mom at this point, okay? I don't know what to tell you, but they're like my legal guardians. They are my legal and actual real IRL guardian. If anything ever bad happens, just I want you to know, Maiko and Panini, your name will be on the emergency contact list.
Yeah, that's why when I said like I actually feel like I'm part of the family here, I mean it. Like, they're just insane. Like, they are so protective of everything. Like, not just like my job. They're, even though technically if you think about it, my managers should be protective over just my job, they're not. They're protective over my emotional stability, my security, both legally and IRL, just like any security. They are so like protective of everything that I'm just like, damn, dude. I'm just like, hey, how do I not accidentally like dox myself? And they're like, you know what we're gonna do? Take this VPN, take this, take that. Like, they gave me so much. That's why now I have a VPN and I don't know how to turn it off. Because they told me how to set it up, but they didn't tell me how to turn it off. They were like, take this, take this, take this. Make sure to clear all your data. Make sure to do this. Restart everything. Refresh. I was like, okay, okay, noted, noted.
Now that is so sweet. I love them very much.
I don't know. I feel like this is just insane. It's just weird. I feel like I'm in a coma. That's the best way I can explain it. At least from my own words. I feel like right now I'm in a coma, and once I wake up, I'll be like, oh man.
You're streaming over VPN? I don't know, but it says it helps. They said it's a very natural one, so hopefully it helps. Like it's like not a, it's not something that people will be like, oh my god, they use a VPN. It's like, oh, it looks so real that no one would probably know. They can't even guess that it's real. And I was like, okay then. Now that I think about it, maybe I shouldn't have told you guys. If the whole point is for it to look so natural, I just told you guys like, oh, it's not real. Maybe I shouldn't have said it? I don't know. Oopsie. Dear manager. Help. You shouldn't have. Okay, Chad, keep it between us, okay? Just shh, don't tell anyone. I'm new to this. I don't know what anything works. But the thing is, it's not just VShojo though. It's a chat too. Like, you guys are assholes, but you're so nice. Like, you guys never do anything bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie, last week I was so scared that something bad was gonna happen. Like, you know how usually when some, like, oh, a new VTuber debut, and then people, there will always be people that are like against you, or like they try, like they root for your downfall kind of a thing. You guys, I didn't see any of it, and you guys are just so sweet. I don't know, you guys are just so nice. Like, my mods are nice. My chat's nice. Everyone is just like, you guys are normal. You guys are normal, common, normal people with normal brains and common sense and respect. And I really insanely just appreciate everything. It's not just like, oh, manager's great. There's no but. Like, manager's great, community's great, chat's great, team's great, everything's great. Huh. As someone that likes to complain, there is nothing to complain about. I'm gonna complain about that.
That's a good one, Kek.
I'm now going to complain about the fact that there's nothing to complain about, okay, chat? My minor inconveniences will be major. 100% normal? Well, not weird abnormal, just weird. Like, you guys are weird, but not in a bad way. Nah. Okay. I've yapped for holy shit like 2 hours. My bad.
Chase them away / since we are the only one who could bully and made fun of you.
You guys are like, that's not how you bully him. Let me show you how, cracks knuckles. Quirky. I'm normal. I've yapped for so long. I'm sorry, but I'm just like, I woke up today and I'm so happy. Like, recently I wake up really happy, and it's such a fun, it's a cool feeling that, I don't know, I can't help but want to talk about it. I can't help but want to talk about how insane this is. I'm just not used to it. A part of me doesn't want to get used to it though. I like how this feels. Thank you for the sub. Welcome to the Scambership. And thank you for the 5 gifteds too. Yippee! Welcome to the Scambers. Yes. Yay, we're glad you are happy. You guys are happy, and it makes me happy. The best way to explain is like, everyone around me is so happy that I'm happy. And I don't know. I guess I don't know. It's a very interesting thing. Also, I'm opening the game right now, so if you suddenly hear a loud noise, I'm sorry. It's probably from the game. Yeah, it's also from the other talents too. Dude, like, one thing... Fuck you, Zen. I hate you. But Zen is so insanely supportive. Like, Zen has, like, made me feel so included. Even before I debuted. So many... Not just Zen, by the way. Everyone has done it. Like, Haruka has been just, like, trying to basically gouge, like, oh, do you like this? We can do this together. You like this? We can do this together. Mousy as well. Mousy's like, do you... Like, literally, just now, Mousy texted me being like, Minecraft when? I help you. When? Mousy's like, I help you, Minecraft. When? Download the damn thing. I don't even have to talk about Mata and Kuro. Those two have always been insanely supportive of me. So, I know I don't say I hate Mata, but I do say I hate Kuro. But those two... I feel like the thing is with Mata, she has always supported me for so long, and she's like been there all the time. Like, she's like a strong pillar. With Kuro, as much as I shit talk him, okay, I genuinely mean this. He has like genuinely believed in me for so long. Even during times where like it's not even like, oh my god, I don't believe in myself. And it's because I'm so insecure. No, like I have data backing up why I don't believe in myself.
Fries got scammed.
He's
for
always
$3.
believed in me.
Thanks, Michi.
It's very sweet.
I am pretty great.
Okay, Fries, don't toot your own horn. Okay, everyone but Fries. Suck balls.
Thanks for being you. Glad you're still here to make me feel better about myself.
Wow! Okay. Fuck you, dude. Fuck you. No. Okay.
Patch got scammed for $3. I can try bullying you. Being a lonely pescatarian with no gag reflex is about as wasted as having a Ferrari with no wheels in a forest. Tropic Zero cheered X300. You don't get it, Michi. We are not like the other chats. Nail polish. We are worse XDD.
Those two back to back. What the fuck? I'll never compliment you guys again. You guys get it.
Itik has tech
No.
cheered X300.
You,
Yeah,
your
Fries.
ego.
I'm the one who's pretty great.
True.
Hell.
Fight! Fight, fight, fight! High tech fastest Fries. But yeah, Giga has always been super sweet, right? Like, well, Giga has always given me like the analytics to help me. Like sometimes when I'm insecure and I need like smart decisions, Giga from VShojo. So sweet. I can go on and on about every single person, but I feel like I'm gonna yap for so long if I did. But everyone, like even before I debuted it, they all tried so hard to like involve me, and I was just so nervous. I'm so sorry, I was so nervous. But they were like, "What do you like? What movies? What songs? What games? What do you want to do? When are you free? When are you awake?" Like even like for example, Mel, yeah, Mel has been like, "Oh, I will stay awake for you." Fruit as well. Oh my god, Fruit has done so much for me. You don't get it. Like, I haven't collabed with Fruit yet, but we're collabing this week. I love Fruit. Fruit is so sweet, and Fruit has made me like feel so comfortable without even knowing. And they're like, "We'll stay awake for you." Yup. And I'm like, "No, I'm streaming at your time zone." They're like, "Okay, well, we can stay up for even longer for you." I was like, "Okay." They're so amazing.
Fries got scammed for $3. You're so right. You're pretty great. Breathtaking even. Kiss kiss. Go away, Michi. Is chat's time to yap. Kiss kiss. Mouth watering kiss kiss.
Ew! No kissing here. Get out of here. You gross me out. Disgusting. How do you sleep at night with yourself like this? Shaking my... Come here! What is this emote? Riz? No. Riz emote, come here, chat. Oh my god. You guys need help. Yep, nope. You guys need help. This is fucked up. This is messed up. This ain't right. Do I get a kiss at least? Do I get a smidgen of a kiss, please? Hell no! Just waiting until one person says yes. Hold on. I'm not reading chat until someone says yes. Any second now.
Snake Eyes 077.
Yes!
cheered
One person said yes!
Shake
Yippee!
body pillow when.
Body pillow when? Oh my god, I can get a body pillow if I wanted to. Never! Yeah, 3 people said yes. Bantam? Fuck you, chat. Oh my god, I can put Ayuki on the spot. Ayuki?
X300. It's
Mod.
chat's time to flirt with ourselves.
Ayuki, would you rather kiss me or kiss chat? Yep, I'm gonna give my mod the hard-hitting question. Tell us, Ayuki. If Pharaoh is also in chat, tell us, Pharaoh. Yeah. No, take your time to think about it. You got scammed. Take your time. You know. I'll put you on the spot. I don't care. Ben, Ayuki, stare. Would you rather? You can't just not say anything, Ayuki. Silence is not an answer, Ayuki. People stare. Ayuki. What does Ayuki say? Ayuki Bochi. Come on, guys. Chat, you're pressuring Ayuki. Ayuki, if you're with me, rawr, you'll never feel pressured. Shaking my head. I know, chat can be so mean and cruel. I will never treat you that way, baby girl.
Sonata got scammed for $4.20. Okay, Michi, you are my little pog champ. Kiss army.
Oh my god, thank you.
Bad Michi? Alright, fuck out of here. You guys are being cruel. Cruel! That's it. We're supermarket simulatoring. I hate y'all. How could you do this to me? There we go. Click, click, click. Alright. Give me 1 second, chat. Stare really close into my face. I'm gonna take a piss, okay? You guys just get to stare really close to my face as I pee.
Fries got scammed for $3. Ayuki, even the scent of a flower has nothing on you. The beauty you have shines brighter than the stars at night. You have the voice of an angel, the microphone that sounds like a microwave. You are the light to chat, the sun that paves our way. Join chat. Green Tuts cheered X300. I'm sorry chat, I blinked. Patch got scammed for $3. Chat, could you imagine Michi rizzing you? Yeah, me neither. Disturbing cheered X300. It's like she's judging my size and not impressed. Patch got scammed for $3. Pescatarians staring at a big bowl of fermented soy.
Sorry, it took a little longer because I'm on my period. Hi chat, we're back. How does staring into my eyes look? Was it good? I give you so long to like kiss and make out. And I don't even see anyone grateful. Damn. Cool, thanks for sharing. Your girl's gotta get her period, okay? Or not your bones will die. That's a thing, you know. If you don't get your period, you get osteoporosis.
Welcome back, Miss Ketchup Bottle.
What the fuck? What the actual fuck? Mods! Ban him. Ban him right now. What's wrong with you? What? Supermarket. Simulator.
I will ignore that. And this is my first time playing Supermarket Simulator, so I'm so excited.